Welcome to season 3 of My 3 Questions. My name is Andrew Mayer, and I'm all about sharing experiences. On this show, I reach out to professionals in the experience arena. They might be customer, user, patient, or even tenant experiences. Sometimes some other areas as well. They could be suppliers, consultants, or sometimes they even create these experiences themselves. I bring them here just to ask them 3 simple questions, only because I'm interested in hearing their answers. On today's show, I have Sophie Hundertmark. Sophie is a partner at Pixon in Zurich, Switzerland. I had the pleasure of working with her recently at 2 events in Frankfurt and Zurich, where she shared all of her experience about designing, consulting, building chatbots for clients there. She also recently, in March of this year, held the world's first artificial intelligence in marketing conference in Zurich. Sophie, welcome to the show.
Welcome, Andrew.
So a couple of real quick warm-up questions. I always have a couple little surprises, but I think these are going to be easy for you. Could you just tell the listeners, the viewers here, what is Pixon?
Pixon is a chatbot company in Zurich in Switzerland. So we do everything about chatbots, which is consulting. We do workshops for chatbot projects. Of course, we do the development. And then after the development, we see how we can make the chatbots better and make more out of it. So we do everything about chatbots.
So you're there for the life cycle of the chatbot.
Actually, yeah, that's right.
All right. So having seen you twice in the last couple of weeks in action, I have a question which I found. I know somebody in our first session in Frankfurt a few weeks ago asked a similar question. Why is it important for a chatbot to have a distinctive voice?
Well, it's actually, if you have a customer service guy, it's important which personality he has. Either you like him or not, so either you will buy it or not, and it depends on the voice of the customer service manager. And for a chatbot, it's actually the same. If the chatbot is not familiar with your voice, then you won't be uncomfortable. So actually that's the reason why a chatbot should have a personal or specialized voice.
It's funny when you say it that way, and you think about, you're on the phone perhaps with somebody talking to a service agent, or you even go into a shop and you're working with a sales rep there. You're right. The personality certainly does make a difference. And when you're dealing with a bot in air quotes here, it's probably even more important that you kind of get that part of it right and it kind of matches the brand. Can a company have multiple voices of bots?
Of course, if you have different types of customer, you can have different types of bots and different personalities. Depends on your business, on your company, and on your customer structure, I would say.
Okay. So let's get into my 3 questions here. That's the reason I've introduced you. I brought you in today. What customer experience trend have you been paying attention to recently?
I would say that one trend is that it's always more personalized. So it's not just one message to all, but the companies try to reach every client individually. And I think that's a very big trend, which you can also address with chatbots.
And I think we saw some of this while I was at your marketing conference there, that personalization in marketing is equally pushing that frontier instead of just the mass mail or the mass message or the generic kind of chatbot popping up. It needs to know you a little bit more. I even put on my extra context t-shirt today just for that, because without context, it's hard to bring the personalization. What one question do you wish maybe your customers or the customer in general would be asking more often?
Maybe asking about the benefits they can create. So it's not that just having a chatbot, but which benefit can I create with my chatbot and which value can I create to my customer, or can I give my customers?
So they're not coming to you asking that question? Are they just coming with you saying, I need a chatbot?
Yeah, in many cases it's like that. Then they just want to have a chatbot, and I'm like, okay, but what is the benefit? Which values can you create? And then you can think about a chatbot use case.
Okay. My last question's an easy one here, just because I'm always curious to see how people answer it. If you had more time in the day, what would you do with it?
Actually, it depends on the day. I think sometimes I would meet more friends. Sometimes I would do more sports, and maybe sometimes I would start reading more books. But yeah.
Some really hard hitters there. I know the feeling, right? Meeting friends, reading books, and doing more sports. Those are the things we often leave on the short end of our busy days. Listen, Sophie, I appreciate you being here. For those who are interested in finding out more about her, she's easy to find on the internet. LinkedIn is a great place. That's where I ran across her under Sophie Hundertmark. All the links will be in the screen here below here. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.